#1 overall senior Pat Lugo for the Hawkeyes against Nate Limmex for the Purdue Boilermakers. A couple seniors facing off here.
Pat Lugo coming in. I suppose I could stop saying that they came in off a win against IU. They did sweep IU on Friday, but comes in 11-0 on the season, taking first at Midlands. He's got wins against number 4, number 17, number 14, taking on Nate Limmex here, who is not the usual 49. Griffin Perriott out today, so not usually in that spot. Has a tough task ahead of him, the #1 wrestler in the 49 spot.
Drops down to a single. Just so much strength from Lugo there. Limmex goes airborne to try and ride this thing out. Look for the stalemate call.
Great job by Lugo. Just going back down to a knee, not wanting to get too violent. Oftentimes you see wrestlers let their emotions get the best of them a little bit in those situations, and they do a little too much, a little bit extra on those letdowns.
Lugo, you're right, keeps his head and works his way through it. Finally breaks his ankle free and gets the takedown. Now Lugo will go to work on top, which has just been a recurring theme here today. The Hawkeyes, another early takedown, and once again, going to work, working their holds.
The Hawkeyes have not given up an offensive point yet to the Boilermakers, which I'm sure Kendall Coleman will try to change that in the next match. Nate Limmex trying to change it right now, but he's going to have to get out from on bottom.
He is. Lugo's got a really like a vice grip on Limmex's chin there, looking for a cradle. Let's go with that. Now he's going 2-1 wrist control. Limmex just balled up right now, tries to sit out, looking to break the hands.
Nate Limmex needs to work up to his base or he's going to get called with a stalling call.
Once again, going with the chin, wrenching Limmex's head. So much strength from Lugo.
Similar to what we saw with Murin with the head grinding. It's very similar. It's those little ways that you can get in your opponent's head, get them to not be thinking about what else it is that you're doing, and it really helps a lot of guys.
Limmex defers. Lugo will go bottom. We'll go 1 Midlands back at the end of December. Just destroyed the field. A couple majors, a tech fall and a pin. And Lugo, just like Murin, starts that referee's position so compact. Low center of gravity. Very quick escape. Limmex tries the single. Lugo, true to the test, and he comes out ahead here over on the edge. Lugo trying to get around back for control. Limmex flat on the mat, trying to elevate his hips, and finally they will go stalemate. No scoring.
Limmex needed a little bit more horizontal action in that shot. It seemed as though he kind of just reached his arms out and fell straight to the ground. I'm sure that a lot of that had to do with Lugo's sprawl on top, but needs to keep driving with those shots, or Lugo's just going to fall on top of him every time.
A little bit more commitment there from Limmex, but same result as Lugo drops down to the legs and just overpowers his man. There's two for the Hawkeye wrestler, Pat Lugo. That was a much better shot from Limmex. Worse result. Limmex trying to build his base once again. Lugo with a half now. Limmex backs it. Packs it out. Lugo just controlling the left wrist. Power half as we come to the end of the second period. Limmex to his feet, but not in time. 5-0 in favor of Pat Lugo. We head to the third, and he will, Limmex selects neutral.
Limmex deferring in the second. I think that was the confusion to start the second period.
Limmex trying to control the ties right now. Lugo breaks the tie, drops into a quick single.
Takedown here will be very important for this match. Sitting at 5-0 right now, 2.5 minutes of riding time for Lugo as well. So we're looking at 6-0 right now, and that makes it 8.
And Pat Lugo is just a bulldog.
He is a lot shorter than Nate Limmex.
And you can see a lot more muscular. Senior out of Homestead, Florida. Looking to end his Hawkeye career on top.
You can make a strong case for almost this entire lineup that they're looking to finish this season on top.
For sure.
Couple of number ones, couple of number twos, a few number fours. They're going to have some black and yellow on the podium in March.
A stall warning goes against Lugo, so they get the restart. Yeah, and with NCAA championships being in Minneapolis, there will be a large Hawkeye contingent in the stands as well. Just a couple hours from campus.
Up at US Bank Stadium.
Yep.
Home of the Minnesota Vikings. Going to be an electric environment for the national championship in such a big arena.
Pat Lugo will definitely be there as he closes out with the riding time point and almost 4 minutes accumulated now. He will take the major decision over Nate Limmex here this afternoon. 8-0 for Lugo, and the Hawkeyes now lead 17-0.
Boilermakers need to get some points here out of Kendall Coleman to go into this intermission. So far, Hawkeyes have not given up a point